The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Firing quickly out wide is Love. But he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. It's a gain of 9. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 1. Now Love. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. 7 yards there and a 1st down. The Packers are the perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners are 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes us all the way down to the 37. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Red, yellow, set, black, 95.
To throw now, here's Love. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. But that's Grady Jarrett who forced his way through to register the sack. Second and 14. Love now. He'll get this complete to Matthew Golden. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
Ready. Black, 22 needles. Drill green.
Love looking to throw it. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he's got it to about the 40. You look at this Packers defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. This defense for the Packers, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
To the left side, he's got his tight end Lovely. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Thomas will come in motion right. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. To the air, Williams. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Throwing is Williams. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And they'll rally and stop him short of the first down at about the 6. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
A 23-yard attempt.
Santos' kick is up and through, and it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Flushed out right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Here we go.
Here's Love. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
On the play. That's good for a Packers first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Slide 2. You. Yellow. Ready.
Love. Looking deep downfield. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort.
50 yards on the play.
Love, he's going to change the play here.
First down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Fight. 97.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it, try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Check right. Black. Ready.
Lloyd will take this one in for a Packer touchdown. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
That's downfield. He's got Loveland.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge, maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out, you can run wide receiver routes with him, you can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Play action. Now Williams. Packer pressure, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to fourth down. Here comes the Bears punter now. Nico Hardman is deep for Green Bay. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Throwing. Love. He finds his man. Complete. That's Reed. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
First and 10 at the 30-yard
Back to throw.
line.
Love. Over the middle, he's got Golden. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Now 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
A 7-yard gain. That's another Packers.
Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. Escaping the pressure right. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6. A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling.
Those are some of the easiest yards this quarterback will ever throw for. He gets it to his man behind the line of scrimmage and then lets him do the rest. He wasn't able to break it for a huge gain, but it was enough for the first down.
Let's go. Drill grease, 10 front. 6, mega. Ready.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Locates Hardman for another catch. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
How about a nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here? This has been death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive. But this is one of their best plays yet, and they're able to move it down into the red zone.
On play action. Love to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on second down.
Back to kick off for Green Bay.
The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Chicago.
Touchdown, Chicago.
A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And we are even at 10 apiece. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand-new ball game all tied here in the 3rd as they have their first possession of this second half.
And, Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
Plastic, yellow, 43. Striker, 3-3.
Off the option, here's Jacobs. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Here we go, set.
On first down, Lloyd. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Love. That's caught downfield. It's Golden. Touchdown, Packers. Matthew Golden, 54 yards. And the Packers have moved out in front.
For the extra point.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes it a 17-10 score.
Bears 10. Trace back to kick off for Green Bay.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And the Bears.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
He works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there on 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams.
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. It's caught inside the 25. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of this passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there. A big pickup on 3rd down.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
A pitch out to Swift here.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They're down here in the 3rd quarter, trying to get something going. Going to the outside there didn't work out, though.
Yeah, and from the cheap seats and from where you and I are sitting, we did pay a pretty good price to get in here, right? You often wonder to yourself, why do you make that type of a call? That one went for no gain. But I think this offense thinks to itself, if we keep running these plays, eventually something may pop. It just didn't on that one.
Here's Williams. And he'll be hit as as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
Yeah, that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. To throw, Williams. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, they've certainly not shied away from throwing the footballs. They've leaned on their quarterback to start this game. 4 straight passes right out of the gate, with that last one earning them a new set of downs.
They'll try and hammer it in with Monongai. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Kyle Monongai, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. Santos with the extra point. And that will level the playing field at 17 all.
Santos to kick off for Chicago.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown. So every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him.
I wonder if they're wandering back to the huddle thinking to themselves, can we just hit rewind and go back a play? Definitely not the down they wanted to begin this drive by giving up a sack. But for the defense, that's exactly how they drew it up.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the pressure gets to him again. The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Now Love. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 64 yards.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
They'll head out of bounds inside the 10, mark him down at the 9. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
At the 9-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
Love going to give it up on the touch pass.
And a great job there to read that in defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
4 yards on the play, and that leads to the first and goal.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Marshawn Lloyd
with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Packers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. Off the play fake, it's Williams.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Williams.
Looking long for Thomas. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Play action this time with Love.
This complete to the tight end, Tucker Kraft.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
To throw now. Here's Love. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that will bring up 2nd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. That'll be caught right side by Reed. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball will get all the credit, but how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Here we go.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Yellow, 22. Long, 10.
Love now. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That is intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. This is 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Keyshawn Nixon on the stop. 24-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Bears.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. That's caught. The tight end Loveland with it. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Oh, I know it goes against the grain here. It totally goes against it, but you've got to drop the ball in that situation. He makes a catch, but he loses yards and doesn't get out of bounds.
He'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Back to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Second and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he has a Packer 1st down, and that should be the one that finishes the script. It's a gain of 14 there, and that should be enough to get him home free.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
52 Blue. Ready.
Here's Jacobs. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.
So for Green Bay, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.